In today's hyper-connected world, privacy feels like a luxury we can barely afford. Every click, every like, every online transaction leaves a digital footprint, a breadcrumb trail leading straight to our virtual doorsteps. This constant surveillance, often conducted under the guise of security or convenience, has eroded the very notion of personal space in the digital realm. It's like living in a glass house with the curtains perpetually drawn, exposed to the prying eyes of corporations and governments alike. The case of Doe v. U.S. DOGE service throws this growing concern into sharp relief, highlighting the ongoing battle for privacy in the digital age. This legal showdown pits individual citizens against the sprawling machinery of government surveillance, raising crucial questions about the boundaries of privacy in a world increasingly dominated by data. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching implications, potentially reshaping the digital landscape and our relationship with privacy in the years to come. Filed on February 10, 2025 in the Eastern District of Virginia, Doe v. U.S. DOGE service centers around the U.S. DOGE service, a government agency shrouded in secrecy. The plaintiffs, Doe 1 and the Electronic Privacy Information Center, or EPIC, allege that the agency's activities violate fundamental privacy rights guaranteed under the Administrative Procedure Act and the Fifth Amendment. Doe 1, an individual whose identity remains protected by the court, claims to have suffered direct harm due to the DOGE service's intrusive surveillance practices. EPIC, a nonprofit organization dedicated to defending privacy rights in the digital age, joined the lawsuit to challenge the broader implications of the DOGE service's actions. They argue that the agency operates with a concerning lack of transparency and accountability, posing a significant threat to the privacy of all Americans. The lawsuit seeks to rein in the DOGE service's unchecked power and establish clear legal boundaries for government surveillance in the digital age. The plaintiffs wasted no time in outlining their legal strategy, filing a motion for leave to proceed pseudonymously on February 12, 2025. This request, a common practice in privacy cases, aimed to protect Doe 1 from potential retaliation and ensure their safety throughout the legal proceedings. The court granted this motion on February 19, 2025, acknowledging the sensitive nature of the case and the potential risks involved for the plaintiff. In a further bid to halt the alleged privacy violations, the plaintiffs filed a motion for a temporary restraining order, or TRO, on February 12, 2025, later converting it into a motion for a preliminary injunction. The defendants, however, were quick to push back. On February 18, 2025, they filed a response vehemently opposing both the TRO and the motion to proceed pseudonymously. Their arguments, shrouded in secrecy and national security concerns, claimed that granting the plaintiffs' requests would irreparably harm the DOGE service's operations and compromise national security. The stage was set for a high-stakes legal showdown, with the future of digital privacy hanging in the balance. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation as Judge Rossi D. Alston Jr. presided over the hearing on the TRO on February 21, 2025. Both sides presented their arguments, their words carrying the weight of potentially landmark legal precedent. The plaintiffs argued that the DOGE service's actions constituted a blatant disregard for privacy rights, while the defendants maintained that their actions were justified in the name of national security. The judge's decision, expected to have far-reaching implications, would determine the fate of the case and set a crucial precedent for government surveillance in the digital age. On the same day, Judge Alston delivered his ruling, denying the motion for a preliminary injunction. The courtroom, filled with privacy advocates and legal experts, sat in stunned silence as the weight of the decision sunk in. While the fight is far from over, with the case still ongoing, this initial ruling raises concerns about the future of digital privacy in the United States. It underscores the challenges of holding powerful government agencies accountable for their actions, particularly when they operate in the shadows, cloaked in secrecy and national security concerns. The outcome of this case will likely have a ripple effect, shaping the legal landscape for privacy rights in the digital age for years to come.